Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It is Yolanda here from My Pretty Brown Doll and My Crochet Life, coming to you with a finished doll, my first finished doll of 2023. Can you believe it? I finally finished something. It took me the entire month of January to finish it, but she is done. And so if you follow me on social media, you may have already seen her, but she deserves her own YouTube video. I believe she does anyway. So if you want to see her, if you want to hear about the process of making this doll, then stay tuned. But first things first, if you are new here, this is your first time watching, I hope that you see something that makes you want to stay and makes you want to subscribe. If you've been rocking with me for a minute and you like, girl, I'm gonna watch the video no matter what you put up, thank you, I appreciate it. We are 47, I think we're like 4,750 subscribers. So again, well on our way to the 5,000 mark. And almost to the 4,000 watch hours. I think I'm like 200 watch hours short. So y'all keep watching the videos, okay? Because we almost there. We are almost there. I also have to give a shout out to all of you who are helping support me, helping me make these videos by buying me a coffee. It is much appreciated. And if you would like to support me and support my ability to be able to continue to make these videos, you can also buy me a coffee right here. All right, y'all, let's get into this doll, right? Let's get into this doll. So, for my first finished doll of 2023, we have this beauty right here. So she is the second doll in my HBCU doll series. If you remember, the first doll in the series was the North Carolina A&T doll, which is here. She was finished back in September of 2022. And then I didn't start working on this doll immediately, but I did start working on her around November, December. And then it was just like a slow process because I just wasn't sure what route I wanted to go as far as her body style. So the doll is inspired by Whitley Gilbert, or Jasmine Guy, who plays the character of Whitley Gilbert on A Different World. And I was not trying to do a Whitley Gilbert replica doll because in order for me to do that, she would not been in this outfit because it was rare to see Whitley in a sweatshirt, right? Like, the reason I end up finding this is because of that meme of her in that one episode. I think they were doing like a talent show or something like that. And she has on the Hillman College sweatshirt and it's like kind of DIY, like she cut out the collar and made it like a crop sweatshirt. So that was my inspiration for this doll design. I was like, okay, so I want to do a little Whitley vibe, but I need her in that sweatshirt so that I can, show that it's the Hillman College. For her skin tone, we did do warm brown, which is a red heart yarn that is discontinued. I don't know why they discontinued warm brown. We did use a 3.75 millimeter hook for her body. I did use, this is going to be a new pattern because it is a highly modified pattern of my curvy doll and the Black Girl Magician doll pattern. It's like I used the feet of that doll, but then I used the curvy doll, and then I did some new things all together. I did want to do the thumb situation to kind of give her more of a hand. If you know, on my regular dolls, they normally are just like tubes. Everything is just like a tube. And I just wanted her to have a bit more shape. So I did, like I said, this will be a new pattern at some point in time. I have to try it out again to make sure that it worked. Her eyes are from a TLP Brown Sugar Baby. They are hand painted eyes. I will leave a link to her if you are interested in the eyes. We did end up doing embroidered lashes. I had thought about doing the plastic doll lashes that I use, similar to the ones I use on the A&T doll, but I decided for her that the embroidered lashes just looked a little better. For the hair, I used Yarn Bee Fleece Light for the wig cap and for the braids. So her wig cap is also Yarn Bee Fleece Light. I did have to go up to a 5mm hook to make the wig cap because it is such a chunky yarn, but I wanted the texture of the wig cap to kind of just blend in with the texture of her hair. And so, again, if you see that meme, that was still the inspiration for it. This sweatshirt, if you saw my previous video, then you know that I was initially crocheting the sweatshirt, and that just did not work out for me. Like, so here are the little crochet attempts that I was doing for this sweatshirt. This one kind of looks like a t-shirt because I never finished it. I was just like, you know what? This is taking too long. Let's go with fabric. Let's do fabric instead of trying to crochet it. Well, that was a whole nother obstacle by itself because I don't sew. And so in order to do that sweatshirt, I had to tap into some of my no-sew techniques that I use to make doll clothes. And hunty, this thing gave me the fever, right? This way, because I wanted it to, you know, not have the sewn collar. I wanted it to be kind of cropped, but then it still needed to be like loose, like a sweatshirt. Baby, when I tell you gave me fever, like, y'all, I got so many. So first I tried to use double-sided tape, right? No, actually, first I tried to use fabric glue, and that was a whole mess by itself. Then I tried to do double-sided tape. That was a negative. Then this one, I cut the sleeves too short. I was like, oh my gosh. And then this one, right? I had got this one right. But then when I went to go do the logo on her shirt, I pressed it too long because I did this with printable vinyl that had to be heat pressed onto the sweater. And I pressed it too long and it messed it up. So this was like so many, like, y'all. Now here's the good thing about it. When I finally did, like, I did record myself making this one. And so if you are in the No Sew Doll class or tutorial on Facebook, then I will add me making this particular sweatshirt to that class because I did record myself making it, and you will be able to see how I did this. I did end up having to use, what is that, heat bond or hem bond, like the stitch witchery stuff that you just kind of put in the seams and then you heat it like you iron it. I did end up using that to close up her seams because, again, I do not sew. I did buy like a needle and thread just in case I was going to end up having to hand sew it because I like the way that the sweatshirt came out. It was just like, now how am I going to put this together so that it can actually go on the doll? That was the problem that I was having. So like I said, I did end up using some stitch bond, heavy strength, and I did record that. So if you are in that No Sew Doll workshop on Facebook, it'll be up in there at some point because I still need to go through and edit the video. If you're not in there and you're interested in getting it, I can put a link here. It is a paid workshop, but if you're interested in making no sew doll clothes, then I'll have the link there. The jeans I did not make. These actually came from a doll buy-in. So I'm in a doll buy-in group, and they have different products every month, or every so often. I shouldn't even say every month. They have different products that they offer, and I had got like this little outfit that had jeans with it, and so I just took the jeans from that outfit. I think I got the shoes from them as well. If not, then I definitely got these from Hobby Lobby, because that's normally where I buy these shoes. And so there is a little bit of stuffing right in the front of the shoe, because she does have a foot. So she is not tubed for the feet. So see, she has a foot here. But I still ended up putting just a little bit of stuffing in the front of the shoe, just so the shoe could hold its shape, because her foot is not, you see, her foot is not as wide, but the shoe is also not going to come off either. But her foot is not as long or as wide as the shoe. So I did add some stuffing there for her to be able, for the shoes to fit a bit more secure. She has on these cute love earrings, and yeah, that's it for my Hillman College doll. Now, I know that Hillman College is a fictional school. I know that now. I'm not going to tell you when I found out that it was a fictional school. But if you know, then you know. For many of us, the thought of even going to college was not until we saw a different world. Like, it was just like, wait, this is a real thing. I can, like, this is what college life would be like. And even though it was a TV show, and you know, still to see us represented in that way on a college campus, again, just kind of opened our eyes up to this idea that college is a realistic thing for us. And so for this HBCU doll series, it was important for me to represent that. She probably should have been the first doll in the series, but that's neither here nor there. You know, hindsight is 2020. I knew that I was gonna circle back. I knew that. I was just like, baby, we gonna circle back, because Hillman College has to be represented. And so that is why she is the second doll in the HBCU doll series. I can go ahead and tell you now that the third doll actually is going to be a male doll. I'm not going to tell you what school, but it is going to be a male doll. And so I'm excited about that, because this particular part of the series, there will be 2 male dolls and 3 female dolls. So there are 5 schools for the first, there are 5 schools each quarter, which is going to be a total of 20 dolls. And so I have 4 of the schools for this quarter concrete, in like, it's a definite, these are the 4. You see 2 of them right here, Hillman, North Carolina A&T. And so the other 2 are definite. And then there's one that I keep going back and forth on. And so if you have a suggestion for HBCU that you would like to see, leave it in the comments, and I might just pick that one. The next quarter and like the rest of them, the next 8, what is that, 16 dolls, we're still kind of up in the air about those too. So I can be influenced. Like, I have a list, and I kind of said, this is where I want to go with it, but I can be influenced to change that list. Like, I can be influenced to be like, oh baby, no, we're going this direction. So, but the third doll, again, I know it's going to be a male doll, and I'm excited about that one as well. And so, yeah, that's this one. I want to see, I'm scared this is going to fall when I take her down, but I just wanted to give you, like, guys, like a size comparison. Now, here's the thing. I think I used a 3.5 millimeter hook for this doll, and a 3.75 millimeter hook for this doll. But this doll is also done in skein tones, Line Brand skein tones. And like I said, this one is Red Heart, Super Saver, and Warm Brown. But you can definitely see a slight difference in height. Like, she's about 2 or 3 inches shorter than her. Like, and her head is just smaller. Like, her whole little body is a little more dainty than this particular doll. Now, because people say to me all the time, Yolanda, my head is turning. My head. Remember that all of my dolls do have a slight head turn. All of them. It's not wobbly. The neck is not going to fall off, but all of them do have a slight head turn. So if you are making a doll from one of my patterns or from the book, and you have inserted your wooden dowel and you're just like, oh, the head is still turning, it's supposed to. They all have a slight head turn. So just keep that in mind when you're making your doll. Now, if your head is wobbly, like it's about to fall off, contact me, because something ain't right. You don't have either you're not using a dowel or your dowel is not inserted properly. But yeah, that is the second doll of the HBCU doll series, the first doll of 2023. I'm excited about it. I'm excited for her. No, they are not for sale, because I know somebody's gonna. No, they are not for sale. None of these will be for sale until, at the very least, the first 5 are complete. I need at least the first 5. Now, after I do the first 5, it might be I need to finish the whole series. But, you know, Anikwa, of my kind of thing, she's been getting on me a little bit, because she's just like, oh, so are we holding on to dolls now? Oh, that doll. And I'm just like, girl, mind your business. Mind your business. Okay. Anyway, y'all, thank you for watching. If you have any questions about anything, if you need any additional information, feel free to leave it in the comments or reach out to me directly. Again, I appreciate you liking and subscribing to my channel. It is much appreciated, and I will see you guys on the next video.